For the last look this week, I will ask your indulgence to talk about something very personal. We are approaching 3 million COVID deaths worldwide, and people have often pointed out that behind these statistics are individual human beings. This week, my mother, Fatima Zakaria, became one of those statistics. She died of complications related to COVID in the Bajaj Hospital in Aurangabad, India. She was 85. If there's a single person most responsible for who I am today and the things that I have achieved in the world, large or small, it's my mother. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about her.
We have lived in Bombay. My parents, my grandparents, my children, and I.
She was born in 1936 in what was then Bombay, in what was then British India. She grew up in a large, loving family with a father she adored, but who passed away when she was just 8 years old. She went to Isabella Thoburn College in northern India, an American-style liberal arts campus that inculcated a lifelong affection for America and Americans. She became a social worker, working to educate underprivileged children. But soon after marrying my father, and at his urging, she moved into journalism, starting out as a children's columnist. She moved up fast. By the 1970s, she was one of a handful of women with a senior role in the Indian media. It was a man's world, and she had to endure all kinds of double standards. She never complained, just worked harder and kept moving up. She interviewed figures like Margaret Thatcher and Indira Gandhi and wrote a cover story on Islam that became a legendary bestseller. She also wrote a cover story about dropping off my brother, Arshad, at his college, a love letter to American higher education that defends it against all its critics. After decades as a journalist, she returned to her first love and ran the large educational campus that my father and she had set up, tripling the number of students served, which now stands at 17,000.
Education is an important medium of social transformation. The benefits of education and training ultimately accrue to multiple sectors of society.
For all her accomplishments, when asked what she was proudest of, she would say unhesitatingly her role as a mother. She was utterly devoted to that job, staying up till the wee hours to help us with homework, but also, crucially, taking us seriously. I remember us kids around the dinner table arguing with her about what should go on the cover of the magazine that week. I was probably 10, had strong opinions even then. The greatest sign of her love for her children was that she encouraged all of us to go to America for college, even though she knew that it could well mean that we would end up staying here. She wanted the best for us, even at the cost of her own happiness. People talk about the story of immigration as one big happy tale. But in every immigrant story, there is sadness as well. The sadness of a country, a culture, a family left behind. A mother who would quietly weep at night, distant from the child she loved. I feel that sorrow of distance this week because, thanks to the pandemic, I was not able to see my mother for the last time, nor bury her. Which is why I thought I might take this opportunity and say, "Goodbye, Ma. I love you."